Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto was Reincarnation Tobirama Senju Part 9. The end of this What If. Yes, this is going to be the end. I gotta make sure this is the end. I don't know how long it would take me to end this off. I have a couple of more ideas and to end it off, but other than that, let me continue on with this What If. Let me shut the fuck up, and yeah. Now, before I continue on, this will be the end. I will probably start on a new What If, or not really, no. I won't start a new What If. I am going to try to finish other What If, like What If Naruto was Suzuna's reincarnation? What if, what's it called? What if Naruto was merciless? I am going to try to finish that also today. And, also going to finish some, like, old Asa What Ifs and some old Naruto What Ifs. Boruto What Ifs, I might just pause them or just continue them. I don't really like watching Boruto. That shit just cringes me the fuck out because that shit is garbage. Like, there's so much filler, and I'm like, fuck that shit. Never mind. But I'll watch it a little bit if I fucking hate Naruto. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue any What Ifs like that. Fuck it. But not the point. I do have what's it called, two Madaka box What Ifs. I don't know. I just thought of them after a while. But not the point. I don't know why. But that's not the fucking point. Let me go into this What If and let me shut the fuck up. But yeah. Now we go into, well, this What If, okay? So, we continue on what happened last time. Shinderai Tensai! The whole village has now exploded with everything being pushed away. In the center of the village lies about one person. So where this one person has orange hair, these purple or rippling eyes that has circles and kind of look like onions. But, of course, like layer of onions. Like the onion layers, but whatever. Of course, this is where, well, he's looking around for the Nine Tails. This is where, well, something flies past him, but this is where he catches it in an instant. It was a Senbon. But this is where, well, the other Senbons fly past him. This is where, well, he catches, well, he mostly blasts him away with Shinrai Tensei again. But this is where darkness appears. And this is where, well, Kazana appears, and this is where Sasuke appears behind him. This is where, well, both Sasuke and, well, Kazana were actually kind of like thrown away, mostly pushed away from actually like a giant kind of beast summoned out and almost attacked him. They had to disappear out of darkness and lightning, but yeah. This is where, well, when they look back towards, well, the person who attacked, it is Pain and the other 6 paths of Pain, but yeah. This is where all of them are there, and this is where, well, Sasuke says, this is such a bastard. This is where, well, Kasana says, so annoying. This is where, well, the 6 paths of Pain are there. It's mostly, well, the Diva path was the one to use Almighty Push, and, well, you get the point. Almighty Push and Almighty Pull, but yeah. Then there's the Animal path, the Human path, the, what's it called, King of Hell path. What else am I missing? Animal, human, well, Diva, human, animal, King of Hell. I know I'm missing 2 others, but I can't remember them right now off the top of my head. Absorption. Well, one of them is Absorption. I don't remember its actual name, and then the last one, oh, for fuck's sake, I don't actually remember. I remember the Human Path was the Resurrection one, I think so. Oh shit, I do not remember that one. I think the other one was like Machinery one, where he can just launch attacks like missiles out of his arms or whatever. I don't remember. Oh shit, I forgot. But yeah, those are the 6 paths of Pain, and of course, well, the Diva path says, where is Naruto Senju, Uchiha? This is where Sasuke says, where's he? Nowhere. He could be anywhere. But all I know that he's not here. Not yet. This is where the Diva Path says, what do you mean not yet? This is where something flies past him in an instant, like super fast. It wasn't actually Hunter, but it was Naruto sending a punch but missing the Diva Path because the Diva Path managed to notice it. But this is where Nature Chakra still beat his ass and launched his ass out of the way. This is where, well, Sasuke says, huh, interesting. I guess they can't block nature chakra. This is where, well, Naruto jumps back next to Kasana and what's called Sasuke. That's where Naruto says, hey, Uchiha, you do know nature chakra, do you? Of course, you idiot. You think I don't? Sasuke said. Naruto says, well, you better fucking use it, because this is basically the weakness of these idiots. Does it work? Well, Sasuke says, yeah, I noticed that. Kasana's like, I kind of know a little bit of nature chakra. Not really. Does it work? Well, Sasuke just says, don't worry about it. I'll protect you, Kasana. That's where Kasana says, really? Yep. Does it work? Well, Kasana says, okay. Does it work? Well, Kasana just gets ready to fight with her darkness though, because her darkness has so many, well, properties that are actually kind of gives her a little bit of nature chakra. Well, not really. It's like negative chakra instead. It's the opposite from nature chakra, but yeah. This is where, well, Hamura appears in the sky. This is where, well, her eyes are right now, well, slick white right now. And this is where she says, Griffin blast of light, what's it called? Light arrows. Well, mostly not Griffin blast. She says, feathers, mostly light feathers attack. This is where multiple light feathers appear, like right now made out of light, and launching them straight towards the six path of pain. This is where, well, the absorption path tries to absorb him, but this is where he gets ripped apart. This is where, well, the dude says, what the hell? This is where Sasuke appears right now with his eyes being slick and lightning color. Thanks to Raijin, he can actually absorb a lot of nature chakra. But right now, that's a slick eye and all that with his Sharingan combined to it. This is where Sasuke sucks the Diva Path right in the face, launching his ass. This is where the other path tries to attack, well, Sasuke. This is where, well, Naruto appears saying, rippling water style. Uzumaki slashes. This is where a water appears right now, just swarming around Naruto and Sasuke and ripping through the other paths. This is where, well, the animal path summons out, well, its animals to try to attack Naruto and Sasuke. Sasuke says, summoning style. Well, both Naruto and Sasuke said it at the same time. And this is where Mizu roars, and this is where also Raijin roars. This is where they rush at the, well, six paths of animal, mostly the animals and all that. And they rip through the six paths of animals. Well, not six paths, mostly the animals, just easily, because they're nothing but just basically normal animals that might have the Rinnegan eye in them. But pretty much fighting against mythical beasts is like, you are not going to survive that. But yeah, this is where, well, both Raijin and Mizu send a very powerful attack at the animal path, launching it and destroying him in an instant. This is where Raijin said lightning bar. This is where he made it from his mouth, mostly, yeah, to launch it. This is where Mizu says water style, high pressure beam. They combine it together when they launch at the same time to destroy the animal path in an instant. This is where Sasuke and Naruto still are trying to fight against the Diva Path. The Diva Path says, Shinra Tensai! This is where he tries to blast both Naruto and Sasuke. This is where Naruto says, water style, water wall! This is where he makes a water wall, well, mostly rippling entire water wall. This is where Sasuke says, lightning style, Chidori! This is where, well, gravity still smashes upon them, but this is where they're not getting pushed far because of their techniques. This is where, well, Sasuke says, I'm not giving up. Susanoo! This is where he makes a Susanoo so he wouldn't be pushed back that far, or even anything to push him back. And this is where the Diva Path went in his eyes. This is where Nagato is seeing how powerful Sasuke and Naruto are exactly. This is where Naruto says, I'm not giving up. Kurama says, I know. This is where Naruto's eyes became black, slick black. Well, it was first a white slick, but now it's like black. But this is where it becomes like a, mostly both the eyes becomes like an X, and mostly it's white and red and blue. It kind of has some purple in it. This is where, well, thanks to the nature chakra, but yeah. This is where Naruto has now the 9-tailed cloak, mostly 3 tails on him. But it's kind of a bluish color at the same time. This is where, well, Naruto rushes at what's it called, the Diva Path. The Diva Path says, damn it, I need to. This is where, well, the absorption path, well, I mean, not the absorption path, mostly what's it called? Well, yeah, the absorption path appears, thanks to, well, the resurrection path. This is where, well, The absorption path was actually trying to absorb, well, what's it called, Naruto chakra, because they still doesn't think about nature chakra, but they don't actually know about that. Exactly. That's it. Well, when the what's it called absorption path tries to block Naruto to attack and try to absorb it, he gets his head right now just pop out of his like what's it called body. This is where the Diva Path almost gets hit by it, and this is where the Diva Path just blocks and throws the head somewhere. He's like winding his eyes. This is where Naruto appears. Well, not Naruto. Sasuke appears right now with lightning speed, saying lightning flash, lightning jabs. This is where he combines two techniques together. Mostly lightning flash that makes him appear so fast, like what's it called, the flash, and of course lightning jabs is just like him sending like. If he sent 4 jabs into what's it called, the Diva Path, it will actually look like 4 jabs. But with lightning jabs, he can actually increase those jabs into so many because jabs are like quick. But with lightning techniques into it, it becomes quicker. So of course, those 4 jabs combined with the lightning thing will actually make it to like 16. So yeah, this is where, well, Sasuke sends multiple jabs into the Diva Path. Right now, just sending a very powerful punch at the end, launching him. Right now, well, mostly pushing him, but yeah, punching the shit out of him, launching him back. But yeah, this is where the Diva Path goes. He then gets a launch towards what's it called, mostly the wall or mostly the ground, and this is where he's like, son of a bitch. This is where he gets up, and this is where, well, Kazana appears saying darkness style. Well, sees the, what's it called, resurrection and also the human path, or I think they're both the same, I don't remember. This is where, well, she appears saying darkness style, negative chakra. This is where, well, not negative chakra, her eyes doesn't, well, they were black and all that, yeah, or not black, they're kind of like a purplish kind of black and all that. Of course, well, her eyes does become a darker version. Mostly, instead of having what's it called, like her animal path or anything like that to kind of give her what's it called, nature chakra, it's called negative, which of course is like the opposite. This is where, well, she then kind of, well, uses darkness spikes to actually connect with the 3 remaining paths that are not the Diva Path and destroy them, mostly sending negative chakra into them, exploding them, because they cannot handle negative chakra, because the only person that can is Kazana. And this is where when the negative chakra courses through, well, mostly these 3 different, these 3 different paths, they get destroyed in an instant. Even with the Rinnegan, they get destroyed. The Rinnegan cannot resist negative chakra because it uses, well, chakra, just normal, basically regular chakra, not nature chakra or even what's it called, negative chakra. So of course, all 4 of them has what's it called, advantages. Mostly Naruto, Sasuke, Kazana, and even Hanara. But yeah, of course, this is where, well, Kazana easily destroys those paths, while the Diva Path rushes at, well, Kazana. This is where he thinks that Kazana might be a problem and he should get rid of her. This is where Hamura appears right now, making a light sword with 2 light swords and blocking what's it called, the hand of what's it called, the Diva Path. The Diva Path says Shinrai Tensai. This is where Hamura and even Kazana right now transform into their elements and dodging the attack. Hamura went up. This is where Kazana went down. But yeah, this is where, well, both of them then appears right now, kicking what's it called, the Diva Path at the same time, launching him towards, well, a hill. This is where he smashes mostly the slope of, you know how the village was down and all that, and that whole push and all that. So of course he smashed into that slope. This is where, well, he gets up and says, "I'm not dying." He then just clapped both of his hands, right now concentrating most of his chakra, and this is where he makes a big ball. This is where he says, "Planetary devastation!" This is where he makes a planetary devastation. And this is where Sasuke and Naruto looks at it. This is where Naruto says, "Hey Sasuke, you having a technique to destroy that thing?" This is where Sasuke says, "Yeah." This is where Sasuke right now, like, concentrate, well, mostly a bunch of chakra in the sky. And this is where Naruto also does the same. Of course, this is where, well, both Naruto and Sasuke does concentrate a bunch of chakra in the air and all that. But there's one thing that happens. Sasuke makes a lightning-like dragon appear right now, just named Kirin. This is where Kirin roars. This is where the Diva Path widens eyes. A bunch of people in the what's called village sees this and like, holy shit. This is where Sasuke is not the only one. Naruto concentrated a lot of what's called rain that was falling down. And this is where Naruto says, water style, twin-headed dragon. This is where, well, not twin-headed, triple-headed dragon. This is where the 3 water dragons appear right now, combining and making it bigger, making it similar to the size of the lightning dragon. This is where, well, the triple-headed dragon roars. This is where, well, Naruto, he has both of his hands right now clapped together, but this is where he then like sends it down. Mostly he like does the swinging motion like if he's swinging a sword down, straight towards the planetary devastation. Before the planetary devastation, black hole can actually collect enough rubble and all that. This is where Kazana and Hanura also did their kind of very powerful techniques. This is what Hanura says, flashing beam, or not flashing beam. She says light style, white flashing star. This is where, well, she then sent like a star, mostly like a light that she created from her hand to just launch it. And it looks like a star, of course. It's like flashing really fast. This is where Kasana says darkness style, darkness rippling slashes. This is where, well, she sends what's it called? Well, not dark rippling slashes. No, she says darkness style, darkness rippling dimension. Mostly no. Her most powerful attack is called. I keep fucking it up, but yeah. I instead want to kind of give her this like kind of like Yami and all that from what's it called Black Clover. So her attack is called Darkness Style, rippling equator dimension slashes. This is where multiple slashes appear. Right now having the similar same power of like how Yami defeated what's it called kind of Zagreus, but yeah. Also, what the fuck is that noise? God damn it, plane. Okay, so, well, if you heard that noise, like, in the background, it's like a plane kind of flying over my house. But, yeah, I guess since it's kind of really low to the ground or whatever. But not the point. Let me go back into the what if. Also, what's it called? Let me go back into what if. So, Kazana does send those slashes at, well, what's it called, planetary devastation. This is where both Sasuke and Naruto launches their attacks. And of course, there was some rubble that was actually, blocking, Hanura's kind of white star. So this is where the equator slashes just kind of rips through, rubble first. This is where, well, Hanura's flashing star, mostly white star, decides to smash upon the planetary station. And also the water triple-headed dragon, even the Kirin, smashes upon, the planetary station ball and destroying it in an instant. This is where, well, the Diva Path widens his eyes and say, no, that can't be impossible. He falls down. This is where Naruto says, yes, it is impossible. Naruto pulls out his sword. Most of the sword is called Poseidon, the sword is called Poseidon's sword. And this is where, well, Naruto appears saying Poseidon's sword. This is where Sasuke pulls out the sword that kind of is like a black handle. And of course, this is where it flashes into being lightning like a lightsaber. And this is where he says, Susanoo's sword. That's where, well, Naruto right now launches his sword straight towards the Diva Path's head, and even Sasuke. And that's where both swords manage to just swing, miss each other, but of course swing through what's it called, well, the Diva Path, cutting its head into 2 pieces. But yeah, or mostly 3 pieces. But yeah, that's where, well, Naruto says, you know, it's not the end of him. That's where, well, Sasuke says, yeah, I know. He's up there somewhere. That's where Naruto pulls out his, mostly grabs one of the rods of, well, the Diva Path, stabbing himself, and finding out where he will be at. That's where Sasuke says, you know where he's at? Yep, let's go. This is where, well, they tell Hanura and Kazana to kind of go check on others, but yeah, they will be back. This is where, well, both Naruto and Sasuke flashes towards, well, what's it called, Nagato will be at. This is where Konan tries to attack what's it called, Sasuke and Naruto. Naruto kind of makes water style, rippling tide, what's it called? Mostly, yeah, rippling tide around him again, just to destroy the paper. And this is where Sasuke then sent a very powerful fireball at Conan. Right now, Conan's kind of burning. This is where Nagato says, "You bastards! I won't." This is where, well, before anything else happens, something happens right now in front of him. A ripple happens. This is where Obito says, "Thank you for those eyes. Now, this will only be my perfect chance." This is where, well, Obito grabs what they call both Nagato's eyes and kind of take them out of his socket. This is where, well, Nagato screams in pain. This is where both Naruto and Sasuke are confused, but this is where Naruto starts sending what's it called, flying Raichi needles, and also what's it called, kunais. And this is where Sasuke just uses what's it called lightning style to flash really fast into what's it called Obito, and Obito says, "Goodbye, Uchiha and Senju, and see you in the battlefield in the near future. Bye bye." This is where, well, the attacks miss, but of course, this is where Sasuke says, "Damn it." This is where Naruto says, "Fuck." This is where Nagato screaming and saying, "Oh, damn it. That bastard betrayed me." This is where, well, Naruto managed to put out Konan from burning and all that, because they're gonna have to need information who the fuck this guy is. Because they only got information on the leader and other things from, well, Itachi, and also on the masked kind of person a little bit named Toby, but yeah. That's where, well, or not Toby, named Madara, but both Naruto and Sasuke knows that completely bullshit, because, well, what's it called? The Senju, what's it called, Tobirama knows that Madara should have died a long time ago, mostly from the, what's it called, age difference, and even Asuna knows that he can't live that long. This is where, well, with that happening, they saw Madara for the first hand, or the fake Madara, but yeah. This is where, well, Asuna knows that that's not Madara, mostly Sasuke knows, because he doesn't use some ability named Kamui. And this is where, well, even Toriyama knows that's bullshit, because yeah. This is where, well, he didn't fight like Madara. Madara usually fights like a crazy psychopath, but yeah. That's what Toriyama words, but yeah. This is where, well, they are kind of confused, but of course they get back to a village with Conan, and of course Conan's in jail, not joy, jail. What the fuck am I talking about? But of course, well, Nagato still dies, of course, from the fact that he has no chakra, and his eyes were the only thing that was kind of keeping him alive a little bit. That's where, well, he dies from having no more chakra that much, but yeah. Of course, well, we go back into the village, and of course there were some people that died in the village, but of course well, what's it called, Tsunade got informed about what happened, but Tsunade is someone in a coma, so who actually takes her place is not Danzo, because Danzo did die a while ago. It's not one of the elders, but instead it will be actually, well, Naruto. Naruto is actually the closest thing to Tsunade Senju, since he's a kind of a Senju. Naruto is shocked to believe this, because he's Jonin, yes, and he would have been a high-ranking Jonin, but he doesn't want to take the Hokage position because he knows how much paperwork and how much of a pain that is. So of course, the best thing he does is just throw it into Kakashi's lap. This is where Kakashi wanted his eyes. Of course, we go to Kakashi, well, and how the hell this happened. When Naruto got informed that he would actually be the temporary Hokage until Lady Tsunade actually wakes up from her coma from the pain attack, he will actually be temporary Hokage, since he's the closest thing to Lady Tsunade as being a Senju, and also being a Senju descendant from the second Hokage. Naruto says, hell no. What if I can put it on another, more experienced fighter, and he will accept it? This is where the elder says, who do you have in mind? Naruto has an idea. This is where we go into kind of a couple of days later. This is where, well, Sasuke and Naruto, and also Hamura and Kasana are kind of walking towards, well, their sensei's house, mostly their old sensei, because Kakashi is kind of, really hasn't been their sensei for about over a couple of years, because most of them were just training. But this is where, well, we go to Kakashi kind of like sleeping, of course, next to someone that he likes a lot. And of course, where, well, the door just busts through. Of course, their room also kind of, mostly they're kind of not closed door because, well, first of all, they had to get someone apartments that wasn't fully destroyed because Kakashi, the old apartments were destroyed. But of course, where, well, Kakashi, he thought that there was an intruder, and this is where when he kind of looks outside, and even was called this person who was next to him, because this was kind of the person that kind of sat next to him when the was called, well, for a couple of years, but yeah, and they had been dating for a couple of years. This is where, well, this popular short girl kind of said, "So, what is happening, Kakashi?" This is where they both have kunai and all that. This is where Uncle's kind of dressed. Yes, this is Uncle. And this is where, well, Kakashi says, "I don't know, Uncle-chan. I don't know." This is where, well, they kind of hear, like, movement in, what's it called, the kitchen. They go outside and see, what's it called, well, Kakashi's old teammate. Kakashi says, "What the hell are you all four doing here?" Naruto says, "Here, Kakashi." He throws him, like, the Hokage robe and also the Hokage hat. And this is where Kakashi says, "What is this?" "You're the new Hokage. Well, temporary. Until Tsunade wakes up." This is where, well, Kakashi said, wait. I thought they made you the Hokage." "They did, but then they kind of realized I'm not experienced enough. So, of course, I said, let's propose to Kakashi being the Hokage. And he cannot deny because he will become Hokage one way or another." This is what Kakashi says, "This is going to be such a pain. Why me? Why not you?" This is where, well, Kakashi says, and I just want to relax. God, son of a bitch, I just fought against pain and didn't die. You're welcome." Kazana, well, mostly not Kazana, mostly Naruto managed to revive Kakashi because he didn't die fully. Because Naruto did make clones during that time of that fight to kind of save some people from the different pains. But yeah, this is where, well, Kakashi says, "I don't want to. I don't really want to. Can't you just take it back, Naruto?" Naruto says, "Who's Naruto? I'm not here. Bye." This is where Naruto poof away, mostly into water. This is where he looks at Sasuke. Sasuke just transforms into lightning and just dissipates. Shh. This is where it was only a lightning clone, water clone, and lightning clone. And then he looks at Hamura and also Kazana, and they're already gone. Darkness, well, mostly Kazana's, mostly she was only a darkness clone. She just dissipates also into just darkness. And this is where Hamura kind of just blinks out of existence. Mostly she was a light clone. It's where Kakashi's like, "Oh, you can't be fucking serious. Oh, this is gonna be such a pain." This is where, well, he looks at Uncle and Uncle says, "What? I'm not being Hokage. You got this, Kakashi." This is where, well, Kakashi's like, "Fuck." This is where, well, Uncle says, "I have a way for you to cheer up. Come on." This is where she kind of just drags Kakashi, but yeah. Of course, we go into, well, mostly a couple days later. Of course, Kakashi is now the Hokage, but this is where, well, they actually call in a meeting about, well, the kind of Akatsu's. Yeah, the Akatsu's. Mostly it was the Raikage calling about this because, well, multiple white things started trying to attack what's called his defense. And of course, well, with that happening, the other villagers did kind of alliance with this because some of their, what's called, they realized that all the tail beasts were actually gone, and they know the Akatsu did this, so of course, yeah, they kind of heard that calling, and they went to go kind of to Iron Country. Now, of course, where Kakashi is not alone, Jiraiya is coming along with him, because Jiraiya didn't die in this one, because, well, he was not, well, he was going to try to go to the Rain Village, but something happened. Naruto knocked him out and just threw him somewhere, but yeah. Just so he wouldn't be too stupid enough. This is where, well, of course, where Jiraiya's coming along, and also, well, someone else is coming along, and that is none other than Naruto. Well, Naruto knows that the village might be protected, well, since Sasuke's there, because he kind of respects Sasuke a little bit, not much, and he still has that hatred for those damn Uchihas. But whatever. Of course, Itachi, well, kind of. Well, before I mention something, Itachi's not dead. He's not actually in jail neither. he's actually in secret hiding. He's actually an Anbu helping Kakashi in the shadows, because you see here, Tsunade did heal, what's it called, Itachi, and of course Itachi wanted to switch eyes with, what's it called, Sasuke, so he wouldn't go blind. But there was actually a problem. If we would switch eyes, Itachi would have had a connection with what's called Raijin. And of course, Raijin doesn't like Itachi, so of course he didn't want to. Of course, well, Sasuke also knows about the blindness of the, what's called, using the MS Sharingan. But the problem is, it no longer has that blindness effect thanks to the mythical creature kind of helping him. The mythical creature heals its eyes, mostly heals Sasuke's eyes, if he kind of just combined them together, because they did combine what's called Raijin's like nature kind of like eyes when he goes into nature mode. But of course, with the MS, so of course that eye doesn't give any blindness effect or anything. But yeah, this is where, well, Itachi is saddened, but this is where Sasuke asks Raijin if there's any way to kind of heal what's called his blindness. This is where Raijin says he has a way, it would just be healing, and if he overuses it again, then that's his fault. This is where, well, Sasuke still heals what's called his brother, and of course his brother knows now that his, well, younger brother is the most powerful ninja right now alive. Kind of. Right now, the only other person that's equal to him is Naruto. But yeah, of course, well, not Naruto is not coming along with Kakashi entirely, but instead it is, well, Itachi. Itachi's right now in the shadows, right now with the Anbu mask, and of course just looking around the table of, well, the 5 Kage. The 5 Kage discussed that they should make an alliance to stop the Akatsuki. Now, of course, Kakashi is kind of questioned if he's really the Hokage. In the this is where Kakashi had to explain the long fucking mess of what the fuck happened. And this is where they understand the leader of the Akatsuki is attacked. But if the leader of the Akatsuki is dead, then who is actually running the show? This is where Kakashi, from the little information from Naruto and Sasuke they got, and also Itachi, is someone named Madara Uchiha. Now, of course, this is where Kakashi says that both Naruto and Sasuke thinks it's complete bullshit because he would have died a long time ago. And that's where Anokia kind of agrees with the 2 young Jonins are in the Leaf Village. Of course, the Raikage also agrees. The Mizu Kage kind of agrees also, and that's where, well, the Kazakage Hugara is there, kind of question, well, Kakashi and why Naruto is in the Hokage for temporaries. This is where, well, Kakashi says, oh, that's a long story. You see here, he threw the Hokage shit into me. This is where, well, the Kazakage Mosikara says, I understand. Okay. This is where, well, they keep kind of thinking about the alliance and all that. And this is where, well, Obito appears saying, I will start the 4th Great Shinobi War. This is where, well, that still happens. And of course, this is where, well, with that happening, we go into, well, the war. Of course, this is where Naruto, he would have been kind of trapped, like in original canon, to be trained to Master K and, mostly KCM. The problem is he already knows about KCM. It's just the reason why he only uses 3-toe cloak is because he doesn't want to just be too overpowered. So yeah. So of course, some people did try to put him somewhere so he would be safe with the 8-tails. The problem is he didn't wanna. Nah, he wanted to be in the fucking fight. So of course he wanted to be in the fight. So of course this is where he summoned out, well, Hashirama. This is where Hashirama's, well, right now reanimation, and he did fully mastered what's it called, the reanimation jutsu. So of course he brought Hashirama back and brought some of the Kages back from different villages. Of course, Obito didn't have Kabuto or Orochimaru to bring back the reanimation. He only knew a kind of half version also. So of course he brought some of the Akatsuki back, like Nagata and others, and he had to kind of be in the silence a little bit, but yeah. And also did kind of use the eyes, well, No, not what's it called. He didn't what's it called. Use reanimation. He used what's it called the Rennie rebirth to kind of bring back some of the Akashis, but just take under control of them. This is where he's right now fighting the war with White Zetsus and all that. This is where we go into the war. Both Naruto and Sasuke are easily ripping through the White Zetsus, and if the White Zetsus do try to pretend to be Sasuke or Naruto and rushes towards each other, mostly Sasuke or Naruto, Naruto doesn't hesitate in killing Sasuke. They just have this hate, non-hate, hate, non-hate. You get the point. They'd rather kill each other than just care if it's one imposter or not. So yeah. Hamura and Kazana, they do make sure if it's them because, well, one of them was trying to use their kind of Kekkei because no one else can actually copy their Kekkei because it's actually a hard ability to copy at all. Since light and darkness is pretty damn difficult to copy. So, of course, the Black and White Zetsus realize that it's a terrible idea to either try to be an imposter, to try to false what's it called, Kazana or Hanura because, well, their Kekkei it's impossible for them to even copy, or being Sasuke or Naruto because, well, both Naruto and Sasuke doesn't hesitate if it's one in each other. They'd rather kill each other. So yeah. Of course, Kakashi still fights against Obito with Might Guy, and yeah. Also, Naruto is there, and this is where Obito did try to get him, but every time he flashes around and does a, well, what's it called, water rippling Rasengan into, well, what's it called, Obito, so smash him down. But yeah, it's where, well, Sasuke was somewhere else during the battle, but yeah. But this is where, well, Obito's mask broke and of course showed his, what's it called, he is Obito Uchiha. Now, of course, he still brings out the, what's it called, Ghetto statue and did, what's it called, managed to bring out the Ten Tails from using, what's it called, mostly bringing back two Chinchurikis that used to have the Nine Tails, a little bit of power inside them, mostly the two Silver and Gold brothers or whatever. Of course, it worked. Well, he did needed the 8 Tails, but the problem is, he did manage to get a little bit of the 8 Tails power. Yeah, it was only one tail. He thought it was actually real Killer Bee, and he thought he managed to defeat him. Now it's only clone, like a tail of the fucking 8 Tails. But yeah, this is where he was pissed. But yeah, of course, he still brings out the 10 Tails and the 10 Tails as roaring, trying to fight against people. But yeah, this is where, well, Naruto can't summon out Minato, but this is where Naruto does kind of similar techniques to what they call get rid of some Biju bombs and kind of summon them to somewhere else and exploding. But yeah, this is where, well, we go into, well, Madara actually appearing into the battle. Of course, where, well, he has what's called his Rinnegan eyes, but he's just a reanimation. Here's where he says, Madara! Come here too. Wait. This is where Madara still appears with the gun by saying, I've been waiting for you, Hashirama! This is where Hashirama says, I'll deal with you later. This is where, well, Madara goes, This is where, well, Naruto knew that wasn't called Obito wasn't the real Madara when he sees the reanimation Madara there. Now, he knows that he can't reanimation Tobirama because he knows that he's a reincarnation of Tobirama, and they would just kind of have like this paradox bullshit. So of course he didn't reanimation himself. But yeah. But of course it worked. Well, Madara looks at Hashirama, and this is where Hashirama looks at Madara. But yeah. Now of course it worked. Well, Madara was calm. Yes, a reanimation. Somewhat because Obito knew a little bit about the reanimation before giving him the Rinnegan and making him rebirth. But yeah, well, before that, because, well, Madara did know a little bit about the reanimation jutsu also, kinda. He, as White Zetsus managed to steal the Scorpsilium a little bit. Yeah, of course it worked. Well, he says, I will not let you win. This will work. Well, he still has the 10 Tails with him, and of course, where the 10 Tails is rushing towards what's called a Great Alliance. This is where he says, I will be able to take this world to Tsukuyomi, and I won't let any of you take me out. This is where Naruto says, summoning style. Levante's boss. This is where, well, he brings out, well, he says, Kaigo Shinsu Shinshi. This is where, well, he brings out the leader of the Levantes. And the Levante leader is actually bigger than the Nine Tails. Meaning that's actually bigger than the 10 Tails. And right now roaring at the 10 Tails. This is where both, what's it called, Obito and, well, Madara widen their eyes. This is where another proof of summon appears. And this is where a giant wolf actually appears. Reddish eyes, blackish fur, blacker than the night. But yeah. This is where it's even dark, I should mention. And of course, this wolf can barely be seen, but of course, it's stepping down the ground. And this is where, well, I should mention, what's it called? This is what's it called, a wolf called Finro. And of course, it's the only way what's called Sasuke was managed to summon him is because Raiju managed to contact Finro. So of course, where Finro is actually as big as what's called the Tenta also. This is where, well, Finro roars in anger, saying, I'm here to destroy some pathetic combined Biju. What am I, some weakling like him? This is where, well, Madara and Obito widen their eyes, and this is where they say, what the fuck? This is where, well, the 10 Tails try to rush at them both, and this is where, well, the 10 Tails is right now trying to attack both Finro and even what's it called, so, you know, I'm gonna call the Levante's name Shinkai. This is where Shinkai roars and says, I'm not dying to some weakling. This is where, well, Shinkai sent a powerful blast of water smashing into the 10 Tails, pushing it away from the, what's called, alliance. This is where Madara and Obito jumps out. This is where, well, Obito tries to kind of fight against, well, what's it called, Sasuke and Naruto. But this is where, well, something happens. Kakashi's the one to fight him. And this is where, well, Madara decides to try to fight against what's called Naruto and Sasuke. So, yeah. This is where, well, Naruto and Sasuke says, keep dealing with him. This is where both Naruto and Sasuke went to fight against Madara. This is where Madara is actually fighting against him. And even trying to beat their asses, mostly. This is where Sasuke and Naruto are kind of getting their asses kicked. But of course, Naruto is sending kunais and shurikens to actually fly Raijin past him and all that. This is where Naruto, well not Naruto, Sasuke knows that this is his brother, technically. Mostly Asuna knows that. But he knows that, well, his brother must have went insane or some bullshit, but yeah. Now, of course, where Tobirama kind of, well, knows that this is, well, what's it called, Madara, and he says, so damn Uchiha's. I knew that scumbag would still be alive somehow. Well, he didn't know, he just expected him to just be dead. But yeah, of course, this is where kunai flies past, what's it called, Madara. Madara managed to catch it, but this is where one of them exploded into wind, kind of taking his hand in multiple cuts. This is where it goes away, but this is where Naruto appears grabbing it and trying to stab at what's it called, Madara. This is where Madara had to dodge, dodge a kunai, because they just went past him and cuts a little bit of his hair. This is where he jumps away and says, damn you bastard. This is where he tries to fight against what's it called, Naruto. This is where Sasuke appears with a Chidori trying to cut at him, but yeah. Well, tried to hit both Madara and what's it called, Naruto, but Naruto managed to dodge with using one of his kunais up in the air, just flying Raijin up. This is where Madara gets stabbed, but this is where he kind of just smacks or backhands what's it called, Sasuke away. And this is where they keep fighting. And this is where, well, Madara says wood clones. This is where he summons wood clones to fight against, well, both Naruto and Sasuke. This is where Naruto says rippling waters tides. This is where he rushes, well, mostly it's called dash, well, rippling water dash. This is where a water bubble appears right now, kind of just rippling around the wooden clones with the water. Just rippling tides mostly, but yeah. He destroys the wooden clones. And the wooden clones barely even had a chance to kind of, well, use Susanoo. This is where the Susanoo, what's it called, did try to manage to attack what's it called, Sasuke. But Sasuke appears with his own Susanoo and with Raijin's power. This is where the Raijin Susanoo, mostly the Susanoo that has what's it called, Sasuke and Raijin's ability. Right now it just has a Susanoo sword, a very powerful sword. An actual sword that, well, Sasuke has. And this is where Sasuke says, screw you all. This is where he cuts down the actual, what's it called, Susanoo that, well, Madara tried to use. And this is where Madara is pissed, saying, you two are nothing to me. This is where he appears with the perfect Susanoo. This is where both Naruto and, well, Sasuke widen their eyes. This is where, well, Madara swings down his blade, and this is where both of them couldn't dodge that. This is where, well, they had to somehow dodge it. This is where Naruto says, Sasuke, hold on. This is where, well, Sasuke says, fine. This is where he tries to hold on, but this is where, well, even though Naruto throws his what's it called kunai far away, it wasn't fast enough, and of course they both got hit with the Susanoo. But of course it didn't directly hit them, it was only like near them. They were kind of running and trying to fly Raijin at the same time, but they weren't directly hit it. But of course the radius of the blast that hit themselves and smashed them into what was it called, the rubble. That's where Madara laughs and says, ha 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 ha. A Senju like you and a Uchiha like you, pathetic, couldn't even defeat me. That's where, well, what's it called, Naruto and Sasuke wakes up to meeting what's it called, well, the reincarnations, but also there are other reincarnations like what's it called, Indra, and also what's it called, Ashura. And also meeting, well, what's it called, the sixth path. Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't remember his name. The sage of the sixth path. That's the word, well. He says, hello there, my two children, Senju and Uchiha. That's where, well, Naruto says, where are we? Madara is going to try to resurrect, well, mostly he says that he's a sage sixth path, and of course does explain that Madara is going to try to use the Tsukuyomi, but Black Zetsu might try to betray him to bring back Kaguya. That's where, well, they both won their eyes, and of course, where, well, the Sage of Six Paths says, so that's why I'm gonna give you a little bit of my power. Please, stop him from doing that. This is where, well, they both nodded, and when they woke up, power right now rises through them, coursing through them. Mostly, what's it called, the Nine Tails was still inside Naruto, and of course, this was the full Nine Tails, not what's it called, a half version, but yeah. But of course, where Kurama, well, mostly Kurama Naruto goes into KCM, but into Sage of Six Path mode. And this is where Sasuke goes into, what's it called, it's also Sage of Six Path mode, and has one Rinnegan with 6 Tomoes in. But yeah, that's where, well, he has also the Raijin power in it, and of course it's just coursing through him, and even Naruto has Levante's energy just coursing through him also. That's where, well, it says, let's do this. Of course, this is where Obito absorbs the 10 Tails and becomes, well, a Jinchuriki. But of course, where, well, the Levante and even what's it called, Finro are right now roaring, just not even phased when Obito's the 10 Tails. Obito sends a secret, secret true orbs at what's it called, both of them. But of course, Naruto and Sasuke appears, kicking them back towards Obito, and Obito won his eyes. This is what Obito says. How? How are you two still alive? Madara says in the corner, saying, how? When Madara is actually just stabbing into what's it called, well, Hashirama, and easily defeated him, that's where Naruto says, Hashirama! That's where, well, Hashirama smiles and says, Naruto. That's where, well, he did kind of dissipate, but yeah. That's where, well, Naruto was pissed and says, I'm going to kill you. That's where Sasuke says, you should stop. Let's just hurry up and deal with the, what's it called, 10 Tails before dealing with Madara. Madara says, and that's where you're wrong. Black Zetsu. Black Zetsu appears, still taking over what's it called, Obito, and Obito just managed to gain the power, well, mostly gain the power of the 10 Tails, but then give it towards Madara. Madara now became the Tails Jinchuriki. This is where we go into Madara versus Naruto and Sasuke. This is where both of them start fighting against what's called, Madara. This is where, well, mostly Kazana and also, well, Kazana and, Hanura realize they can't help Naruto. They wish they could. But something happens with what's called Hanura. Hanura got visit in her mindscape by, well, the Griffin leader. And the Griffin leader right now kind of asks Hanura why she's not helping out there when she has the power of light, meaning that she's a holy being. This is where, well, Hanura is confused, but this is where, well, she then gets a power boost, mostly her actual true potential unlocked. And this is where, well, something happens to her. She starts glowing with this power, this holy power just around her. This is where wings spreads out from her back, and they're right now just white. This is where her eyes become into kind of having the Arctic Angel eyes and all that. And this is where, well, they're mostly like a, what's it called, a brightish whitish color, but they have like orange symbol in the eye. But yeah, you know, from what's it called, Seven Deadly Sins of the, you know how Elizabeth has the Arctic Angel eye, but yeah, you know those eyes. So yeah, that's what Hanura kind of has. So Hanura kind of looks at Kazana, and Kazana says, "Whoa, Hanura, what happened to you?" Hanura says, "It looks like I finally unlocked my potential. You can do the same. You're basically darkness. You're basically the yin of my yang." This is where, well, Kazana thinks about it, and this is where she decides to try to concentrate. And this is where, well, something happens. She meets a being, and it's not her summoning contract, which it is a little bit, but this is where, well, this being is called, well, not Shinigami. He's mostly a, what's it called? Giant, Kazana meets a dragon, a purple dragon but with dark scales, and a purple sword being in the middle. This is where, well, Kazana says, "Who are you?" This is where the dragon says, "The name is, well, Yami, the dragon of the darkness world. And I'm surprised you haven't actually met me, when we clearly have met in dreams." This is where, well, she wiped her eyes because she remembers those, and she said, "I thought they were just dreams." "No, I've been trying to contact you for a couple of years, but I guess that didn't happen. I should have just tried to make you into believing it's a nightmare. Yeah, whatever." This is where, well, Kazana says, "Who are you?" "Well, you said your name. What do you want?" "I'm here to fully unlock your potential. Pretty much if you would have contacted me or managed to get in contact and believe me about the seal that you had inside you. But I managed to break it, no matter what." Mostly Hamura said, "I actually did help you in breaking that seal also. You're basically her, what's it called, Ying from, what's it called, almost yeah. You're the Ying half from Yang, but yeah, think of it like that. She is helped by the griffins, and you are helped by me, the king of mostly the darkness of the underworld. Mostly you're helped from other darkness animals, not just one Pacific race, from others. So yeah. So I'm here to help you fully unlock your potential." This is where he says, "Here, take the sword." This is where Kazana takes the sword, but instead of just still being a kind of great sword and all that, it transforms into a sword that actually is fixated on her kind of style and all that. She couldn't really pull it out, but that's where it transformed into a katana, and it's much lighter. That's where she says, what happened?" "That blade right now is yours to keep forever. Go help your, what's it called, boyfriend or whatever." This is where, well, Kazana says, "We're not, like, just go." This is where Kazana in the outside, darkness started spreading from herself, or from her body, and of course, this is where she has darkness wings, mostly dragon, demonic wings and all that. And this is where, well, she then has her sword. This is where Hanura also has her sword that not glows with light power. So much holy and light power. That's where Kazana has this sinister and unholy power, but yeah. This is where, well, they both nodded and decided to go try to help what's it called, Naruto and Sasuke. This is where Naruto and Sasuke are easily actually defeating what's it called, Madara in Taijutsu and all that. Madara did try to use what's it called, the illusions and like original canon abilities and all. This is where, well, both Sasuke and Naruto are actually able to see it with their what's called, well, mostly nature sensing and also their eyes. Well, what's called Naruto, he does have his what's called Sage 6 path, well, eyes, but instead of having it like with the toad cross and all that, it's an X and all that, white X. But yeah, this is where, well, he's beating the shit out of what's it called, Madara, and Madara can't be able to defeat him. This is where, well, he sees the world tree. Yes, the world tree is still there. And of course, he says, this is where something happens. Light slash, dark dimension slash, equators. This is where, well, it destroys what they call the, well, mostly not dark light slash. No, it says light star positive slashes. This is where, well, Kazana says, darkness negative divine slashes. This is where, well, or unholy divine slashes. This is where they cut the world tree multiple times down. And this is where, well, Madara says, "What are you two doing? No!" This is where, well, both Naruto and Sasuke still decides to kind of fight against Madara, and Madara says, "I need to absorb it. I need to." This is where he tries to absorb, but this is where he gets kicked down by Naruto, because Naruto is able to fly now. This is where Sasuke, he's also kind of using his Susanoo to fly, but yeah. This is where, well, Madara says, "I won't die because of you two. I won't die because of any of you. Now everyone is still what's it called, not in the world tree, kind of like absorbed and all that. Well, mostly being asleep and all that. But yeah, of course, where Obito is portrayed, of course, where he tries to stop what's called Black Zetsu from actually killing him and actually trying to bring back his mother. But yeah, that's where something happens before what's called Black Zetsu can actually get towards them. That's where Naruto Sasuke knew about Black and White mostly Black Zetsu. And Black Zetsu's in the shadows, and that's where Sasuke says, I know where he's at. So, do you want to get rid of him or what? Seal him away? Yeah. Next to this. This is where both Naruto and Sasuke appears. Right now, right in front of Black Zetsu, and Black Zetsu winds his eyes when he sees the moon and sun seal. This is where, it does still affect what's it called, Black Zetsu. Of course, he is actually right now sealed away with Kaguya. This is where Madara says, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. Just making something that doesn't appear in the near future again happen in the near future. This is where Madara says, what are you talking about? Oh, nothing. This is where both Naruto and Sasuke right now just makes sure actual, what's it called, most powerful attacks actually appear in their hand. This is where Naruto says, KCM, Six Path Chakra, Rippling Water Rasengan, Levante style. This is where, the rippling water right now appears with like Levantes, like small creation of Levantes into his like Rasengan, rippling around. But yeah, of course, this is where it has Kurama's power also in it. And this is where Sasuke says lightning style, all what's it called? He says fox, not fox. He mostly says wolf style, darkness Chidori. This is where his Chidori right now goes into black, but it's still crackling with different colors with lightning in it. And this is where Hamura and what's called, Kazana do actually center also most powerful attacks. Kazana says darkness style, equator, dimension unholy divine slash. This is where, she sends the slash, and this is where Hamura says holy divine slash of lightless, or not lightless, lighting path. This is where, she sends her powerful attack, and this is where both Naruto and, Sasuke sends her a powerful attack, and smashes into, Madara. Madara says, no, I'm being defeated by Senju and Uchiha. This is where, he actually destroyed fully, and of course, this is where both, not Madara, Naruto and Sasuke are pushed away, but of course, this is where their hand wasn't fully destroyed. They were burnt as hell. 3rd degree burns, but yeah. That's why Naruto says, fuck my arm! Son of a bitch! This is where Sasuke says, damn it. That's where, they actually started laughing because after Hanra and was called, Kazana appeared. Kazana is using negative chakra to actually heal what's called Sasuke. And Sasuke isn't affected by negative chakra that much. This is where, positive chakra is actually healing, Naruto, mostly Hanra. But yeah. This is where, we go into a time skip of later, and of course, that shit kind of happens. Of course, where, Tsunade, she did wake up after a while. She was not knocked out the whole war. She was there. Of course, where, Madara is gone. And of course, in alliance with the 5 great nations, it was still there, because they realized they will fuck up any time when Naruto has the most powerful sea creature of all of the world. And, Sasuke has the most powerful, what's it called, sky creature. Well, kind of, lightning sky creature. And of course, where Hanra kind of has also a powerful sky creature. And even what's it called, Kazana, but mostly into the darkness and light. But yeah. So no one's really gonna try to fuck with that. Also, the pages are returned to original. And Sasuke and Naruto don't fight at the end because, Sasuke sees it's pointless to try to kill the Senju now after a while. That's where, because he knows he might also die, because he knows how powerful Naruto is. And Naruto also knows, even though they don't want to admit it. They keep a secret. They still hate each other. Fuck that. Nothing changes, okay? Of course, we go into, the kind of, trying to get Hinata's eyes and all that, mostly by that one guy who wants a Tentagon. He tries to. The one thing that happens is that Naruto beat his ass. Well, not saving Hinata entirely, just didn't want him that much. This is where, Hinata actually did a crime that was unforgivable for Naruto, which kind of landed her in jail. So let's go into we'll see early on what happened. Hinata did stab what it called, tried to kill Hamura, but Kazana was there to stop her. But of course, Hamura was really hurt back because of the stab and had poison in it. And of course, Hinata says, "Die, you bitch! You stole Naruto away from me." Blah blah blah. Of course, this is where when this was about them becoming 18 and all that. Well, they were 18, all of them. Of course, they were Hamura did get proposed by Naruto about marriage and all that, and even what's it called, Sasuke did for Kazana. Of course, everyone in the village kind of heard about this, and of course, a lot of people kind of agree with the marriages because yeah, they're very powerful children, but yeah, and their children might be even powerful than them, but yeah. Of course, Hinata tried to kill what's it called, Hamura for Sasuke's not Sasuke, Naruto's love, but of course, that backfired, and of course, where Hinata was pushed away. And of course, she would have went to jail if it wasn't for, what's it called, the Tentagon user, who tried to get her eyes and tried to marry her off, but yeah, blah, blah. Of course, it would have happened if Naruto didn't ran towards, and even Sasuke also coming along, towards, where the Tentagon user would be at in the moon, and beat his ass, and also bring back Hinata to put her in jail for her crime. Yeah. Of course, Naruto was kind of petty at that time because he was just pissed and annoyed. Of course, Hamura managed to heal back and was fully healed. That's where Tsunade did manage to heal her all, but yeah. But of course, Hamura wasn't going to die that easily because she's basically a holy angel that can easily heal from just this kind of pathetic wound, but yeah. This is where, we go into, a time skip about, 7 years later, but yeah. Well, all of them, mostly Kazana, Hanma, Sasuke, and Naruto, are all 25. Of course, Sasuke does stay in the village and actually, protects it. In the village, doesn't like go off and all that. Of course, he does have, 2 children with Kazana. One has both of them has black hair and onyx eyes. Of course, one of them can actually activate their Sharingan into being like a purple color, like a darkish purple color and all that. And the other one can actually kind of use Raijin's power a little bit, but yeah. Even though he doesn't fully have him as a summoning contract, but yeah. There are 2 boys, and of course one is younger, one is older, but yeah. This is where, Naruto has, a boy and a girl with Hamura. Of course, the boy is the older brother and all that. Of course, he has, fully white hair, but of course, his sister has a black spot on top of her. So, of course, they can actually use what they call water style really good, and even what's it called light style, but yeah, mostly the boy, because he's kind of like a prodigy. Of course, the boy is about the age of, I'm gonna say 4. This is where, the daughter is the age about just barely born a while ago. Of course, the boy has a rivalry with what's called Sasuke's older child, but yeah. This is where, who is a Hokage? Well, that is Itachi. Yeah, Itachi became Hokage, since he's the youngest to kind of have a lot of smart ideas, but yeah. Naruto didn't want to become Hokage because he didn't want to deal with that paperwork. And of course, Sasuke says fuck that either because he saw that paperwork. He's not stupid. Of course, like other Utsutsukis might come in the near future or whatever, Naruto and Sasuke are prepared to fight against them because Naruto and Sasuke are considered to be the most powerful in the entire whole world. Sasuke is still training with the wolves to this day to becoming, the wolf mastery sage, which he is, but he wants to be fully, powerful and all that, just in case any other threat might come in the near future. He'll protect his family and those he likes, somewhat. This is where, we say somewhat because he doesn't like the Senju still. He respects him, but doesn't like him. This is where Naruto's the same. He would train to be the Levante, strongest, Senju master. And of course, he still has some respect for people and does want to protect those people that he loves, but still hates, Sasuke. That would never change a thing. The Senju and Uchiha might never be able to repair and just hug it out. They would just respect each other, but still hate each other. So that would never change a thing. But other than that, this is the end of this, what if? I was about to say part of this what if, but not really. The end of this what if. No, I'm not going to go into Baruto and all that shit. No, that was just, this would be the end. You can imagine whatever happens next. Whatever. I should also mention that Kakashi and Uncle did have a kid, and their daughter is kind of older than, well, both of, well, Naruto and Sasuke's children. But yeah, she's actually considered to be a Geni now. But not the point. This is the end of this what if, and other than that, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, and good night. Bye-bye. Potato.